Yo, 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 it's the fucking dog, BIG DAWG K, Big Dog K in the building, and you are now watching Hustle Daily TV.
Never did anything in my life for clout. Just want loyalty and a fat bank account. Give you all of me, so my family live like royalty. Trying to stay away from the snakes and the lawyer fees, cause they coming for me. Put the real in the verse so y'all feel my raps. The soul of New York, yes, I'm claiming that.
Big Dawg K, what's up?
What's the word, bro? What's good with you, man? Happy to be here.
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad that we have you here today.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get into it, man. We gonna have a good conversation.
So, what you been up to?
Working, bro. Working real hard. The next album is coming. Welcome to the Doghouse. Dropping this December. So that's been my main focus right now. Using all of that COVID time to really sit and master this next album. And we getting into a lot of things as the family. Freaking fresh. We got a lot coming this fourth quarter. But me personally, that's been my focus. We just dropped the single, Mamba Mentality. If you haven't heard that yet, you're bugging one. That's you. You're bugging. Go listen to it right now. Mamba Mentality out right now. All streaming services. Not just went up to like AC last weekend and shit. For my born and shot the video out there for that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, appreciate it. Thank you, bro. So that shit will be dropping. Hopefully, we gonna say end of October, beginning of November, and that's been the focus right now. Is this ball is rolling and we getting into that. So that's what I've been up to.
I'm glad to hear you've been keeping busy.
Yeah, man. You gotta use this
up.
time properly. If you didn't do anything productive over the COVID, learn a new skill, fucking do anything like productive, you're wasting your time, and there's really no excuse.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, we out here in the 914. You know, you can hear the cars. They out here.
You know, 914. You know about the bikes.
You know.
Salute to the Rough Riders. The bikes is out.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Salute to the Rough Riders. 914. So we're gonna get right into it, you know. As far as the music, how long have you been creating music?
Shit. I'm a fake vet in this shit. Like, you know, when niggas say when they first started, when they worked their first rap and really first recorded, you know, from that time for me, that was 2005. I was in 7th grade. If you from White Plains, you know about Club Excel, the after school program and shit, and that's where a lot of people started their music shit out here. And that's where I started personally. So you look at 05, it's 2020 right now, that's 15. So that's been 15 years just growing as an artist, finding myself, and now we at tip top shape right now, just looking to get better and growing for another 15, feel me?
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, growing is definitely the key part to longevity. You know, you gotta be constantly learning and growing.
Recreating yourself. You know,
and the fact that you got 15 years already prior into the game, you already have a lot of experience to grow on.
Yeah, man. I ain't just pick up the pen the other day because the shit is cool to do and all of that shit. So.
Yeah.
When niggas get to that level, you know, the levels above where we at now, I'm fully prepared to handle all of that.
Speaking on levels, you know, and growth and experience, I want to know your view on this particular topic. So, let's say, how have your views changed about competition locally since you first started music?
That's a good question. I mean, naturally, what hip-hop is based off of is competition. Like, that's the root of it, battle rapping. And just being who's the better MC, who's the better DJ, who's the better breakdancer. Whatever it was, the better graffiti artist. You know, that's how you made your name in hip-hop. And whether you had to call somebody out to prove that shit or a nigga called you out and you had to prove it, no matter how it went down, competition is what this shit is about. So when I first got into it, this is like you gotta think about '05 too. Like this is like the height of like beefs and shit and battle raps and shit like this. This is like the beginning of the T-Rexes and Murder Boots and Loaded Luxes as far as the URL and Smack shit. And this is also like G-Unit beefing with everybody. You feel me? This is a prime time where you saw the competition flourishing everywhere. And when I first came into it, locally, it wasn't too many people my age really doing it, but the ones that were doing it, you know, the instant target. Like, you were instant target. Because I got to make my name in this shit. Like, and if you want to step up, I'm ready for all of that. So, when I was younger, it was really like, yo, what he doing, what they doing, da-da-da. At the state I'm at now, bro, none of that shit matter, bro. Like, this shit is, we on a way bigger thought process. For one, like, that local shit is cool when we was younger, but now we trying to take over the globe. Like, I'm taking over the fucking world. So, for me, that local shit don't really matter no more. It's more like, yo, I want niggas to actually have their shit right, get this shit bubbling, like, because it's about time the town pop. So all it takes is one nigga to get the foot in the door because the talent is here. So right now it's more like, in my opinion, it's a salute to niggas. Do your thing. I'm in my own lane. I do with my family, and I just move like that. But it's salute to niggas doing their thing. But please believe, at any time, any nigga get crazy, it can go there. But
I definitely hear that.
you know,
go there.
You know, that's just the battler in me. Like, that's just the competitor in me. Like, please don't make that mistake. That shit is sweet.
That's an interesting perspective. Now, I want to know, does your view change if you're now throwing yourself with major artists and mainstream music? You know, is that the same?
Yeah, because it's like, this is how I look at it. Like, if you was that nigga in high school at ball, like, you the best in your high school. Once you go to college, you the freshman again. You back on the bottom. You at the bottom of the ladder again. So now you got to fight your way back up. So now I'm looking at niggas how I looked at it when I first started doing music. Like, all you niggas is food. All you niggas is targets. Like, and like all you niggas is like points of like reference of passing and surpassing and shit like that. You know, eventually, once you start meeting niggas and all of that shit, you'll start building relationships. But I don't know none of these niggas from a can of paint from a hole in the wall. So like instantly, it's like, I'm here. That's what I'm lyrical. So that shit coming direct to you. Like, this nigga's here. And that presence, my presence is gonna make it felt in the room. Like this, oh, okay. Keep an eye on this nigga, because you know you feel it, like.
Yeah, they gonna know, like, yeah, you might be the freshman, but you know you top 10.
Yeah, it's one of those things you get. It's like,
you know, you like how
Jordan was a rookie, but once niggas saw him get on that court, it's like, oh, he might be a rookie as far as just what the label is, because it's his first year, but that nigga ain't no rookie player. Skill set ain't on a rookie level, so that's the difference. So that's the difference that I provide. That's the feel I provide. Like, niggas can hear, like, oh yeah, this might be me first time hearing him, but I know for a fact this nigga seasoned with this shit.
So with that said, and the terminology that you use to break down the fundamentals of I guess you could say the rap game. How do you feel about one's authenticity and being authentic through a person's lyrics and the way they carry themselves?
Nah, that's big for me, but one thing that I know I'm gonna have to decipher between once getting into the music industry is understanding that this is like an entertainment business to a lot of niggas. So a lot of this shit you see, you don't believe it. Like, you feel me? Don't believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, like, type shit. Like, because a lot of this shit is built for entertainment. So I believe, really living what you write in these raps is key. Like, of course, like, up and comer, you gonna rap about the shit that you want and the shit that you see yourself in later. Like, you have those. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that, but niggas living false lives when they not really out here talking about street shit. You not doing none of that. You talking about flipping shit. You not doing. You never touched anything in your life. Like, shit like that for me is a nah. That's a no-no. Like, I'm fully about the real in your raps, like, though, and you feel it. That's why my previous joint was called Soul Food. Like, the shit is all real. Like, I don't play around with music. Music is therapeutic for me. So it's basically my thoughts, and it helps me. And it's all real. Like, that's what it's about to me. Like, that's the timeless music. Because you feel it. You can feel the authenticity in it. Like, you can tell the nigga not faking the phone or not jumping and following trends. Like, that be the theme. Niggas just want to follow the trend of what's going on now instead of being authentic to themselves. So that's a big thing for me. And niggas who do that, who do the other shit and fake the funk, you can get them niggas up out of here, man.
Well, I definitely salute you for being authentic. You know, that's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's insane that niggas say that shit is easier said than done. Like, it's insane that it's hard to be yourself around niggas. Like, why? That's a funny thing. Like, that it's hard to be yourself. Like, that's insane. But you know, this is the battles that niggas deal with. And then when you get into a certain light and niggas see you in a certain light because you betrayed it, you gotta live up to be that. And if you playing a character, eventually niggas is gonna see the difference between the nigga playing the character and who the character is. So you keep it authentic throughout.
And then that's when you end up with the most problems, because
that's how niggas.
You get lost in your own character.
You get lost in your persona thinking that's you for real, and that's not you, bro. And niggas do shit like 6ix9ine and all type of weirdo shit like that. This is how you get this type of weirdo activity, like niggas not being themselves. Yeah.
You know, speaking of that, we don't want to shed no light on 6ix9ine because of just
weirdo activity, bro.
There you go. So we not even going to entertain that, but that's a good point that you even bring that up. So get into that part. You know, I like to do this next thing where I call it random thoughts.
Uh-huh.
And it's usually based off the questions that I've asked and the answers that the interviewee gives.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna name four artists, and you can give me your thoughts on, I guess, their past experiences and their growth now, if there's any growth at all.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the names I have written down are Hitmaker, Remy Martin, Pop Smoke, and Kodak Black. And you can go in any order you want.
So you just want my thoughts about niggas' careers and
based on everything we talked about today.
Well, like based on what we've been talking about, and you look at it, Hitmaker now. I mean, Young Bird. That's what he used when he was an artist and shit like that. You see, when you put certain energy out there, man, there's a nigga out there who's gonna want to test that energy to see if it's real. So you get instances where niggas is getting your chain snatched and going on world tour and shit like that. Like, this is how you get instances like that with Hitmaker. So, you know, and I just heard the nigga did some shit on the Drink Champs that he won. He don't even want that shit to come out. So it's just like, when you get into situations where you feel you gotta live up to something and it's not you, bro, don't do it. Don't put yourself in that position. Like, yeah, like he's an example of like just
not being able to
doing,
be yourself.
like, you know. So Remy, a great example of somebody being herself and standing 10 toes, like, through it all. Like, to get knocked down for 7 summers and to come back and be bigger than you was before you, that's just all about dedication. That's all about work. That's all about belief in yourself and knowing, like, ain't nothing gonna stop me from getting where I saw myself. It don't matter what the obstacle was, what the hurdle was. Like a lot of like think about that, bro. A lot of niggas, if you act like you bubbling and they go to jail for 7, 8, you out of the public eye, for 7, 8 years.
That's a tough hit.
To keep your name relevant enough to even be something niggas care about when you get out, and then be able to elevate higher than you even thought the possibility could be. That's what the fucking American dream is. That's what niggas want to talk about. That's what it means to prosper. So salute to Remy. Like that's what I think about Remy. Like for a nigga, that shows like yo, you can make the shit happen if you really want the shit to happen, no matter what the obstacle is. Like and so who else? Kodak Black. Kodak is like an example of a nigga who needs that OG to like really tame and really tell this nigga to chill, because like he's one of them niggas like overnight, like niggas can't just change overnight. If you was a wild boy before the money and shit, money only gonna make you even a crazier nigga, cause now you got access to buy more wild shit. So when you don't got a nigga in your ear that can really give you the game and feed you, you gonna keep getting yourself in predicaments. And he a young boy too. Like I don't even think that nigga is he's in his early 20s and shit.
Yeah,
bro.
early
Like,
20s, young boy.
Yeah, this is a guy still learning what the fuck life is for real. So to be in front of all them cameras and shit, and now he doing his big. You feel me? Salute. So
yeah, free Kodak.
But that's another example of, nigga living what he doing, and that shit, you get caught up in that shit, and then rest in peace Pop Smoke. Just taken way too soon. Like this is an example like with Remy, but not being able to have that next part, like just having your career take it from you, like just over pure hate, whether it was set up or whether it was whatever the case may be, for a young nigga to just get out of a situation and to get his name bubbling and shit going right, and then for the shit to be taken, shit is corny. Like to be losing all of these young niggas, Nipsey too. Like, come on, man. Like that nigga's grind, like his storyline. Like if you just learning about him now, go back and learn the storyline, and you'll understand why he always talked about the marathon. Like you'll understand what that means to that nigga, because he been talking about that shit since '09. Like this is what niggas don't understand. Like, and that's what it means. Like it's gonna take some time to really build the shit you wanna build and get this shit right. Like where you not getting fucked over and you the boss and you handling the situation. So you see all different situations where these lyrics and like words are powerful. That's what niggas gotta understand too. Words are powerful. It can influence a nigga to do something or not do something. So just be careful what you put out there. The energy you put out there will be brought back to you. You just gotta be willing to handle that energy being brought back to you.
Yeah, that's very deep. It takes a very wise mind to be able to drop gems the way you did, but yet be able to draw from one's own personal experience. That's how you drop the gems, is from the personal experience. The shit that you seeing and you seeing firsthand up close, and that you seeing that's happening around you. And like I'm always about giving the game. Give the game, pass the game on, bro. I don't want the next nigga coming up making the mistakes I made. That's stupid. And that's actually my fault as being the OG and not deferring him from that same lane. I know that's going to lead him to the same bullshit, but I could have prevented it. So that's what it's about in my opinion, because that's what I got from my OGs. Niggas made sure you're not going to make the same mistake. I'm going to purposely make sure you don't go down that road, because I went down that road. I can tell you exactly what it is, and not fake it with you, and you know what I'm telling you is authentic and real, and you can take that game and run with it, but make sure you pass it along. Like So with that said, you know, you just explained how you deal with from which you already gained.
No.
So moving forward, what
Student of the game.
Student of the game. So moving forward, what can your fans expect from your own personal experiences of your projected future? Like in the direction you're going as being an authentic artist, promoting what you experienced.
Yeah, it's all about growing the core fans, and the core fan base is just going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue being me, and that's what niggas like me for. I'm going to bring that fly shit, that feel-good music. And that feel-good music is what moves everybody. That's what it's all about for me, and that's what it's going to continue to be about. And we just going to keep growing this empire. And that's why they fuck with me, that's why I fuck with y'all. And that's what you can expect, man. Welcome to the Doghouse. I'm so happy for this. So excited. Waiting for y'all. Can't wait for the world to see this shit.
Welcome to the Doghouse.
Yeah, man. We in the Doghouse right now. But you know, when the album drop, it's just another way. Like, yo, come kick it with me, man. I'm on the couch right now. Come kick it with your boy, man. Crack a fucking 40 open, crack a Hennessy bottle open, roll some shit up. Come kick it with your fucking boy, man. That's what it's about.
Is it before we go? Is there anything else you want to say?
Salute to all the supporters who's been fucking with me throughout the years and all the different ventures that I've been a part of and opportunities that's been brought to me based off of the support that you guys have been doing. So salute to the fans, family. Be on the lookout. Like I said, myself, welcome to the Doghouse. My nigga Alpha Man, LOL is dropping in December as well. We shot 2 videos for him out there as well when we was out in AC. So that shouldn't be coming too. So yeah, this 4th quarter is crazy. Cash has got a single coming. Fury got a single coming. Bubs got a single coming. So just be on the lookout. Like, we not playing, man. Like 2020, it was a lot of bullshit, but in the beginning, we gonna make this shit a great ending though, and that's what it's about. It's not about the start of the race, it's how you finish that shit.
Closing out strong.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Freaking Fresh family, you already know.
Once
BIG,
Big Dawg K.
DAWG K.
Thank you for your time.
Follow me everywhere, man. Big Dawg K _FNF. Now I know what you're thinking. Where the straps at? Who the fuck wants straps? When you got the strapless disposable face mask. Let me show you niggas something. You know, having that shit around your ear, that should be annoying as fuck. Me? Oh shit. Pull it up, it's time to go. Get yours. Now, strapless, disposable face mask. When you don't need it, fold it up. We gonna do this shit